Hello, you're listening to Mystic Orange. I'm Mystic Orange. This is Talking in the Shadows, and this is episode 71. In this video, I'll be talking about Winx Club again. So yeah, I'll be talking about Helia from Winx Club. Um, uh, so far from I've been enjoying my videos. So yeah, in this I've covered talking about the other specialists. I've talked about Sky. I've talked about Brandon. I talked about Timmy. I think I talked about Riven, but maybe not a full video on him. But in this video, this video is about Helia from Winx Club. So, one thing to know is that Helia is introduced is from season 2. Um, he's described as a pacifist and is apparently um, related to Saladin. I think he's a nephew of Saladin. Um, I'm not too sure, but he is an artist. He can draw, he can paint, he can create origami's. So yeah, that's basic info about Helia. Um, and he's sort of the quiet guy. Um, um, he doesn't say much, but when he does, he probably yeah. Um, so this video is dedicated to Helia. Uh, I think he is Flora's love interest. I think I had to say I do like Helia, but I think he's one of the characters I'm not hugely compelled towards. I mean, I think I like him. I think he's a great guy. I think my opinion on him is a little bit um different. I've same opinion on him as I do with like Roy or Nex. I think they're nice characters, but I don't think Helia is interesting enough. In I think even the characters I don't like Helia, I mean characters like Riven and Sky, they still tend to be more interesting. Um, and I think characters like Timmy, Brandon, and Nabi, I think they also have more interesting towards them. With Helia, I think I feel like he doesn't have much appearances in the show, so I think that's what like tinkers my opinion on him. I think I still like him. I don't dislike Helia at all. I think he's just how I would describe like um, any other characters. Um, I think I think in season 2 he's I think that's like his best season. Like, and I think um we get to see parts of him. But I think that's where his like peak is. Then we get to like season 3 and 4. Like in season 3, he's barely uh, makes appearances, and in season 4, he is not much focused either. Um, um, I think in terms of like Flora and Helia's relationship, I think that kind of like has a little bit of impact from that. I think I think Flora does the most work from like the relationship side. I think Helia doesn't do much from the relationship aspect. I feel like Flora gives a lot of puts a lot of effort. Because I think in season two we get to see her development. Um, I don't think we like see Helia's side to things. This I think this kind of adds to like um this whole heteronormity type of thing. Um, I, I think he was added so that Flora could have like a love interest, but I think it kind of suffers like early stage of like how relationship is like imagined. Like I don't think it's like realistic. Like you think of like all the characters who have relationship. I think Flora and Helia one is probably the one that like um have a big um um I don't know how to say it. I like the relationship between them, but I don't see the point with their relationship. Like I think Flora could do. Uh, I think we can represent characters without a relationship. And I think Flora really served that well for season one. And season two, it just seemed like she wants a boyfriend, which I don't mind. But you, from a like a larger perspective, it can look like like every girl needs to be hooked up with a specialist. It would be great if we seen some like um more like LGBT representations. I would have loved like if Flora and Murta would have like developed their relationship instead, because I think they have more of like a connection than Flora and Helia does, in my opinion. Regarding Flora and Helia, I think the best moment is season two. I do think they're like cute together. They have their charming moments, but I think it's like yeah I think they do have problems with their relationship. I had to watch like the other seasons, like season five. They tend to have like bickering arguments with each other, which isn't enjoyable. Like you'd think like Helia I think it's his cousin. Like um I think he has like makes flirting gestures with um Crystal. I don't think it's intended to be like relationship. I don't think Crystal is trying to like steal Helia away from Flora, but the scene kind of makes it seem like Helia is cares more about Crystal than Flora. I think an episode made me think of this was like I think it is when the girls went to Zenith and they were playing volleyball. And Helia was rooting for a Crystal team. Like like Crystal and Flora, they were in their own team. So I think it was strange for like Helia rooting for Crystal, not his girlfriend. So yeah. And season six and seven had weird moments too, like Helia not um being good at taking care of plants, and like he was kind of like antagonistic towards Flora, and he was kind of like oversensitive when like Flora was just explaining to what he did wrong. she was just explaining like why it's not a certain plant or something. Yeah. Um, and then at season 8, they have like a weird argument. So I think Flora and Helia, they deserve like a better. Uh, I think the writers like put them in like uh, put them in situations. I wish it was more developed like that. Um, so yeah. Um, as a whole, I think I still like Helia, but I think it comparing himself to the other specialists, I feel like um, he's not as developed. I think this might be like unpopular opinion because I do know a lot of people who love Helia and Helia and Flora together. But I can understand they are like romantically. I think uh, if I had to say like romantically, I would say like Stella and Brandon and like Flora and Helia. You can just imagine them like being like the most affectionate couple. So um, I can understand people's uh, likeness towards these relationships. I think like they have a lot of potential. I just wish like the show like written them more like properly. Like don't put them in like weird conflicts that don't need to be conflicts, and give Helia some personality other than just quietness. Because there's more to a character than just being quiet. So yeah, um, that's my whole opinion towards Helia. Um, and yeah, thank you for listening, and hope you enjoyed the video and have a lovely day.